Hi everyone, Cutting and Embossing here. I'm going to show you just a really quick and simple card. Well, I think it's quick and simple. I hope you're going to like it. I hope it's not too simple. But I just wanted another excuse to use these beautiful dies. If you haven't seen them already, they're from A Pocket Full of Happiness. This one's called Circle Around and it's a background die. I've already gone ahead and cut it out. Purely, not because it's a pain, but purely because I was just getting a mess everywhere and you don't want to sit there watching me tidy up, do you? So I've already gone ahead and die cut this. And then I've got another piece of cardstock that is pretty much the same size as that. And then I've got my card base, which is just slightly bigger. So I've got a little white border all around because I do like a white border. And then I've got another piece of white cardstock. Actually, I've got two pieces of white cardstock. So one to do a bit of colouring on and one to keep plain white. Because I forgot. Because I'm going to be using this beautiful thank you die as well. Again, from A Pocket Full of Happiness. If you're not familiar with Joker, her company, A Pocket Full of Happiness, just go over there, apocketfulofhappiness.com. The designs are just way out there. They're so beautiful. She's really thought everything through and she's so stylish. And just go look at her inspiration on there because, I mean, this is really basic and simple. Her stuff is just amazing. So go treat yourselves. Give yourself 10 minutes and a cup of tea and go take a look. Right, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to just create a 3-colour rainbow background. So I'm going to be using the Catherine Paula inks. I've got Pucker Up, Lemongrass and Sea Glass. I'm just going to move these out the way. I've just realised I haven't got my glasses. So if it goes wrong, then so be it. You can all be shouting at the camera at me, at the YouTube at me. Okay, I'm going to use these little ink blending matte set. Not so much because I'm trying to get it blended, because I'm really not that great at blending, but just purely because I want to keep my lovely Sizzix matte nice and clean. So, when you're deciding on colours, this is what I do. So I just sit there and I look around at them and I'm thinking, how do I like this? So just move your colours around. And I'm feeling, I might end up turning it upside down, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably going to go that colour as part of my, you can tell I haven't worked out what I'm going to do. Nothing like a little bit of impromptu card making, eh? Yeah, I'm probably going to go that colour for my word, but I'll probably go in this order for my background. So I need my bigger background piece, and now I've mixed up all my brushes. So let's just go in here. So this one's Sea Glass. So, oh, this is brand new, this Sea Glass, so it's going to be really, really juicy. So just start off and then start bringing it in. I'm not too fussed about it looking absolutely perfect because all we're doing is we're just creating a background of colour. And I do love white space. Absolutely love white space. I just think it looks so stylish. So I'm just going to keep going in with a little bit more. So I want to do thirds. So if you wanted to be really careful about it, you could just mask it off, work out roughly. I like the fact that it's going to go into one another. Let's just, we can get it darker down the bottom. We know this is already cut to that size. So it's just, and the lovely thing with Catherine Paula inks, they're dye based and they'll go on a lot darker. They actually dry a bit lighter once they've started drying and once they've soaked into the cardstock. It will depend what sort of cardstock you're using. I'm using the Wow Superior Smooth bright white cardstock. Love this cardstock. One, because it's, I mean, mainly it's done for embossing powders, but it's lovely for this as well. But also, it's because it's bright white, you see those true colours, which makes such a difference in my eyes anyway. So let's go. Oh, I'm liking this with that. See, I hadn't even tried these colours before. I like to live on the edge, honestly. I'm not worried about these little bits being a bit darker there because they're going to be covered up with that little bit of the border of the die. Let me just... So I'm just going to go ahead, get this... What one was this one again? Lemongrass. Lemon. I don't know if I said limoncello earlier. Apologies if I did. It's lemongrass. I lied. But yeah, let me just go ahead and do this and then I'll come back when it's all done. One thing you can do with this as well, so this thing, if you don't want to waste that ink, give it a little spritz with water, get some watercolour card and dab it in and make a little background from it. And then you've got another little one ready to go. So let's have a look at this. Oh, that just looks so pretty. Oh, I love that. So all I'm going to do is get my glue. These little bottles are fabulous. I'm going to try and find a link for them and put it in the description on YouTube. Absolutely brilliant. But this is where it's going to be maybe a bit of a pain. Let's just get that going. Because I haven't got my glasses. So I think I'm doing this right. It may be totally, totally wrong. Let's go. Oh, I could use my little sponge glue for this as well. That's where I've just filled up a sponge with glue and put it in a little Tupperware container. And then you can just put that all over it. This should be okay. Just bear with, I'll come back in a minute when it's all done. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. Let me just rub that off. That's what's nice about this mat as well. You can just rub it off nicely. So I'm going to go in up the top there, give or take. And the nice thing about a wet glue is you can move it around if it's not in complete position. And if it has already dried, like mine has, it's very warm today, I can just chop that little tiny bit off, but that's okay. Right, it's just... Oh, do you know, I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not really an inky person, but that just looks so beautiful. Right, let's just give that a little... This is going to be fun without my glasses. Okay, let's just see. Okay, I might tell my optician I don't actually need glasses anymore. That just looks yummy. And then I'm gonna pop that on there. So where's me tape runner? Now I don't stock everything that I use because it's just impossible. So anything that I don't stock, I'm just gonna put links. I'll try and find it for you just to make it easier, and put links on there so that if you want to grab yourself some, you can get it. And the links would be part of an affiliate program. So if you did, I get a little bit of commission out of it, which helps me do these things, but it doesn't cost you anything. So that's all good. That just looks beautiful. Sorry, I keep saying that. I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, stop, Marion. Okay, so now this thank you. Naturally, I'm going to use... Or shall I? Oh, look, here I go. I start changing my mind. I was going to go white for the solid and then coloured for the inside. But shall I go No. Do white for the solid. Do what you were going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go... I think I'll just go sea glass again because I just love that colour. So, oh, let's get my little blending doodah. And then just start bringing this colour in. I go really light. I just tap, so I don't get lots and lots of ink on my brush. I probably should put more ink on. But I just sort of err on the side of caution, I suppose. Because I know it goes on darker and it dries lighter, so I'd rather just sort of build on it. There we go. That's nice. I like that. Oh, do you know what? I've just had a little thought. I was just looking over. I've got some embossing powders over this way. And I was looking, I think, oh, I've got halo there. I'm like, oh, shall I just drop a bit of halo on there? Do you know what? I might just, no ink, I'm just going to sprinkle a bit and then just heat it from underneath. So this wasn't in my plan. And I don't know where it's going to come out on there. I could cover the whole thing with the powder because it's a translucent powder with a sparkle in it. Let's just do it like this. Okay, get that out the way. Right, so I wasn't planning on doing any embossing on this, but I just saw that out the corner of my eye. And my heat tool hasn't been heated up at all, hasn't been used for a few days. Let's put my lid on me glue. Okay, so I do need my glasses. I can't see a thing. Okay, so I'm just going to heat this from underneath because remember there's no ink on there, so nothing's holding it in place. So can you see the heavier bits is just where I went heavier with it. But we'll see what it looks like. Do you know what? If it looks awful, then I just get another piece of card. All it is a piece of card. It really doesn't matter. But what I do want to make sure, let me just move that, is that this is nice and cool before I put this on. So let me get my trusty little scissors out, and then I'm going to take the solid thank you. So this is going to cut it out in the solid. And actually, do you know what? If I just, let me just chop this off a little bit because I don't need all of that. I just want it big enough for the thank. And then I can just do it, I should be able to do it just in one pass then. Let's put that on there, and then the other thing, and then you. I'm not organised for this because I haven't got my pokey tool or anything. I'm sort of looking around as I'm doing this. Oh, I had a bit of a heavy weekend. I need a bit of muscle here. Okay. So that just pops out like that. Oh, just yum. Let me just get this out of the way. I always just pop that back in a little bit. Let me just, and then I know when I pick it up, it's not going to go sliding off. Okay. Let's just have a little, can't find my poker tool, so I'm just going to do it with that. And the little, do you know what, you can probably, yeah, just do that and it's gonna just slip out nicely. So I'm gonna put that back over here so I don't lose them, because I do have a tendency to do that. Now this one, right, did you notice those other bits come out? So we've got the K, we've got the N. So you can, so you're getting like a 3 for 1 in this, because you're getting the solid, you're getting the outline, which look at that, or you can just go in and individually just put these bits on. So it's entirely up to you how you want to use it. Just beautiful. Joker, you just do the most amazing stuff, you really do. I had an idea for this kind of die a little while ago, and you've brought it out, so it's just like amazing. Right, let me just take that out. I'm just doing it gently because, again, I've got me embossing powder on there, so it's probably going to stick just a little bit. And then in a little pot, I will keep these bits, because then I can use that on something else. So I will keep those and those, the little centre bits as well. So I've got my thank and my you there. I'll just move those aside. Again, pop that on there. And I think, because I know I keep saying it, because I haven't got my glasses. You watch, I'll find them when I finish this. I'm just gonna take my glue. Just do tiny little dots. So I won't bore you doing this. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I could put little foam pads on to lift it up, but I'm going to lay this quite flat. I think a lot of people like doing things flat now because of postage. It makes a big difference. Let's go dot, 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 dot. Do you know what? I've been using this for months in here. This is that iCraft Ultra Bond glue. Oh, it's here actually. I put masking tapes around my glues so that I can just slip a look, can't get it out now. Slip a pin in there so that if this clogs up, I can just stick a pin down there to clean it. But this, I don't know what the difference is. I've never had this clog up yet, fingers crossed. And I've used it for quite a few months. Now I could get my ruler out to make sure that it's straight. But let's just come down just a little bit. And then we've got to put some little sequins on. I do love my sequins. I don't know what that is. Just to finish it off. Let's go for some sparkly. I've got one of those sequin pen things that I'm absolutely useless at using. I do like the clear ones. They just give a nice little reflection. Come on. You really don't need a lot of adhesive on a sequin. So just tiny little dot. Hold it down, let it stick. Okay, and then let's just do a couple. Let's have it. I feel like I need one there. Hang on. Actually, I quite like that. See, look how blended this ink looks now. It looked a bit yucky going on, and you feel like you're not doing a really good job of the blending. But actually, once it sinks into that card, it just looks beautiful. I think I beat myself up too much because I like things to be instant. I'm a very, very impatient crafter. And I feel like as soon as I put it on, that's it. It should look blended. And then I sort of realised that, no, it doesn't. You have to just sort of step away a little bit. Right, let's just get these back in their pot. Okay. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful? It's just really simple. But you do little backgrounds like that and have loads of them just sitting there. And then again with this, you could just like knock out loads of these in different colours and then you're ready to just go when you need a card in a hurry. Just gorgeous. So, thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.